Now I'm back. Um, there you go. I put Wikipedia and that's all they had. Now I got a weird one. Today we are come to the happy task of sitting on her way. The state lies ship now in beginning. It has been the nation's will that she should be complete. And today we can send her forth no longer a number on the books, but ship will name in the world alive with beauty, energy, and strength. May her life among great waters spread friendship among the nations. King George the Fourth on the Queen Mary lunch. Okay. The Queen Mary's complete in lunch was nothing if not extraordinary, however you say it. And her story is rich with history, intrigue, and gingerly, however you say it too. From the time of her I'm gonna skip that. Beginning in the 1930s in Clydebank, Scotland, the Queen Mary was destined to stay in a class all her own. Discipline is suffering economic setbacks. Instruction on the ship for several years. So that was been years ago. During the Great Depression, which stalled instruction on the ship for I did read that. Colorado line spiral no expensive on building the Queen Mary, which was an original known as job number 534. Okay. The legend behind the name. The legend has it that the board of directors at Colorado had decided to name the ship of the Queen Victoria, which would have been in keeping with the tradition of Colorado ships having the IA stacks. I don't know what that means. Mentionia Cornea Anglica, however you say it, and Bergera, however you say it too. As per local legend states that a Colorado directors mentioned as the King the George has blessing of the ships. That's cool. Pros the name saying we have decided to name our new ship after England's greatest queen, meaning Queen Victoria, the king's grandmother, upon which the king is reported to have stated, "My wife Queen Mary will be delighted that you will naming this ship after her." Oh, okay, so his wife is named Queen Mary. Okay. On May 27, 1936, the Queen Mary departed from the Southampton, England, embarking on her maiden Foggish. That's how you say it, or I don't know how you guys say it back then. She boasts 5 dining areas and loungings, 2 cocktail bars, and swimming pools and ground ballroom and squash court and even a small hospital. The Queen Mary has set a new benchmark in the transatlantic. My pronouncing words sucks. Travel rich, the rich of and famous Kusunan has only civilized way to travel. She quickly seized the hearts and imaginations of the public on both sides of the Atlantic. Representing the spirit of an era known for its engine. I don't know how you guys say it back in the 30s. Class and style. So back then in the 30s, see this they wear back then. Back then they don't have no tank tops we have now. Jeans we don't. Well, they do have jeans, but not like this back then. They have old dresses. No, not dresses, because yeah, they wear old dresses. For 3 years after homemade Foggish, I don't know how you guys say it, back in World War II, the Queen Mary was the greatest ocean liner in the world. Carry Hollywood celebrities like Bob Hope, who is he, and Clark Gable, Rory like the Duke and the Duchess of Windsor, and designers like Winston Churchill. During this time, she even set a new speed record, which she held for 14 years. But when the Queen Mary docked in New York in September 1939, that would be the last time she would carry Salvation passengers for many years. As the World War II started, the Queen Mary's transformation into a troop ship had begun. She was painted a camouflage gray color and stripped off the legacies amenities, stopping the Great Ghost because of her so I don't know how you guys say it. In Stuart Carter, the Queen Mary was the largest and fastest troop ship to sail. Capital of the transportation, as Mary has 16,000 troops. At 30 knots after the end of the World War II, the Queen Mary began a 10-month I don't progress which would returning the ship to her original glory on July 24, 1947. The Queen Mary remains a legal passenger. The service crossed the Atlantic Ocean and continued to do so for only 2 more decades. Okay. The increasing population of the air travel helped signal the end of the era for the Queen Mary. By 1965, the entity called Conrad Beck was operated at the loss, and they decided to retire and sell the legendary Queen Mary on October 31st, 1967. The Queen Mary departed on her final course, reviving in Long Beach, California. On December 9, 1967, she has called Southern California her home ever since. The Queen Mary is now Boeing Hotel, instruction, an event and wedding venue, home to 3 world-class restaurants in Oakland in Southern California. So that's a curse. So yeah, that's some Queen Mary. I'll show you the picture of it. This is the Queen Mary. If you can see it. So yeah. So yeah, there's the legend of the Queen Mary. So I will see you dudes next Monday, Tuesday. I decide Tuesday I'm gonna Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I decide to do Michael Jackson dance for you dudes. So keep walking, rolling, dudes, and bye.